Picture this. It's 2:13 in the morning. You're replaying a conversation that happened 3 days ago. You wonder whether your boss secretly dislikes you. You imagine your future collapsing because of one mistake. You create arguments that haven't happened yet. You invent problems that don't even exist. Your body is lying in bed, but your mind is running a marathon. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Most people don't suffer because life is difficult. They suffer because they think about life non-stop. The ancient Stoics understood this over 2,000 years ago. They knew that the greatest prison isn't made of steel, it's made of thought. And today, overthinking has become an epidemic. Social media keeps us comparing. Notifications keep us distracted. Unlimited choices keep us second-guessing. Our minds never stop talking. The Stoics had one goal: to become masters of the mind instead of servants to it. In this video, we'll explore exactly how a modern Stoic overcomes overthinking, not with toxic positivity, not by pretending problems don't exist, but by thinking better and, just as importantly, knowing when to stop thinking. Chapter 1. Why overthinking feels productive. Overthinking is deceptive. It disguises itself as responsibility. It whispers, "If I think about this one more time, I'll finally figure it out." But has that ever happened? Think back. How many sleepless nights actually solved your biggest problems? Probably none. Stoics made a distinction between thinking and rumination. Thinking seeks action. Rumination seeks certainty. And certainty is impossible. Imagine standing at a crossroads. One road leads left. The other leads right. A thinker studies the map for a few minutes and chooses. An overthinker spends 5 years wondering which path would have been better. Life doesn't reward endless analysis. Life rewards movement. Marcus Aurelius wrote that we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Even today, neuroscience agrees. Your brain often reacts to imagined danger almost the same way it reacts to real danger. Your body can't always tell the difference. That's why worrying feels exhausting. Your nervous system believes the fictional disasters your mind creates. A modern Stoic notices this immediately. Instead of asking, "What if everything goes wrong?" they ask, "What evidence do I actually have?" One question creates panic. The other creates clarity. Chapter 2. The Circle of Control. Perhaps no Stoic principle is more powerful than this. Separate what you control from what you don't. Simple, yet life-changing. You control your choices, your effort, your words, your habits. You do not control other people's opinions, the economy, the weather, the past, the future. Most anxiety comes from confusing these two categories. Imagine carrying a backpack. Every time you worry about something outside your control, you place another rock inside. Eventually, you're crushed by weight that was never yours to carry. Modern Stoicism says, drop the rocks. Did someone misunderstand you? Clarify once, then let go. Did you fail? Learn. Then move. Did someone reject you? Respect their choice. Continue living. Every minute spent trying to control uncontrollable events is a minute stolen from your own life. Chapter 3. Stop believing every thought. Here's something revolutionary. You are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts. Imagine standing beside a highway. Cars rush past. You don't chase every car. You simply watch. Thoughts work the same way. One thought says, "I'm going to fail." Another says, "They're judging me." Another says, "I'll never succeed." The Stoic doesn't argue with every thought. They simply ask, is this useful? If yes, keep it. If no, let it pass. Most people treat every thought as truth. Stoics treat thoughts as suggestions. That changes everything. Chapter 4. Action defeats anxiety. Overthinking loves stillness. Action destroys it. Imagine two people. Person A spends 6 months planning to start a business. Person B starts today. Who learns faster? The second. Stoicism values action over perfection. Perfection is endless. Progress is measurable. Want confidence? Do difficult things. Want peace? Finish what needs finishing. Want courage? Act before feeling ready. Confidence doesn't come before action. It comes because of action. Every completed task quiets the mind. Every avoided task feeds anxiety. Chapter 5. Accept the worst. This sounds strange, but Stoics often imagined worst-case scenarios, not to become pessimistic, to become fearless. Suppose you fear losing your job. Instead of avoiding the thought, explore it calmly. What would happen? You'd update your resume, call friends, apply elsewhere, reduce spending. Life continues. The unknown is usually scarier than reality. When you face fear directly, it shrinks. Seneca practiced this constantly. He intentionally experienced discomfort. Simple meals, basic clothing, sleeping on the floor. Why? To remind himself, I can survive more than I think. Modern comfort often increases anxiety. Stoic discomfort builds confidence. Chapter 6. Build mental discipline. Your mind is like a garden. Leave it unattended. Weeds grow. Attention is the gardener. Every day ask yourself, what deserves my energy? What deserves my attention? What deserves nothing? Notice how much mental energy disappears into gossip, arguments online, imaginary conversations, comparisons, regret. The Stoic protects attention like money, because attention creates life. Where attention goes, life follows. Chapter 7. The Daily Stoic Routine. Morning. Before touching your phone, ask, what challenges might appear today? Prepare your mind. Afternoon. When stress arrives, pause. Ask, is this within my control? If yes, act. If no, release it. Evening. Review the day. What did you do well? What could improve? No self-hatred, only learning. Repeat daily. Small disciplines create strong minds. Here's the truth. Your mind will never stop producing thoughts. That's its job. Your job is deciding which thoughts deserve your attention. A modern Stoic isn't someone who never feels anxious. They feel anxiety, then they choose wisdom instead of panic. They feel uncertainty, then they choose action instead of hesitation. They feel fear, then they move anyway. The goal isn't to eliminate thinking. The goal is to stop letting thought control your life. Every day you'll face a choice. Will your mind lead you, or will you lead your mind? Because freedom doesn't begin when life becomes easier. Freedom begins the moment you stop arguing with everything you cannot control and start acting on what you can. The Stoics left us with a simple but enduring lesson. You don't control the world. You control yourself. And in the end, that is enough. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius.